and your clothes are missing, and your mouth tastes like the litter box.
So, what's your name again?
The Buzz.
So good to see you.
Welcome back, phone boy.
Yes. And here we are, looking out the window from Studio G. What a beautiful day.
Beautiful Gilchrist Drive.
Yeah, picturesque.
Next to me, a man with 25 arrests, no convictions, and 5 wins by knockout. He once beat Eddie Wiggins in a knife fight in 1987. Partner in crime. Chris, phone boy, Davies, what up, my brother?
What up? So we're getting at it today. What's on the slate, man?
All right, we got Eats. We're stopping by Mike's Dogs in Russell Parkway. Then we're hitting the hottest new restaurant in town, the Taco Shed.
Taco Shed!
Prank phone calls and making classifieds.
God only knows what else.
And phone boy's top 5 in-school suspensions.
That was an occasion. That was a lot of occasions, actually.
The mirror's image, it tells me it's home time, but I'm not finished, 'cause you're not by my side. And as I rode, I thought I saw you leaving, carrying your shoes. Decided that once again I was just dreaming of bumping into you. Now it's 3 in the morning, and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you multiple missed calls into my message you replied. Why'd you only call me when you're high? High. Why'd you only call me when you're high? Somewhere darker, talking the same shite. I need a partner. Well, are you out tonight? It's harder and harder to get you to listen. More I get through the gears, incapable of making alright decisions and having bad ideas. Now it's 3 in the morning, and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you multiple missed calls into my message you replied. Why'd you only call me when you're high? High. Why'd you only call me when you're high? And I can see you wonder where am I? It sort of feels like I'm running out of time. I haven't found what I was hoping to find. You said you gotta be up in the morning, gonna have an early night, and you're starting to bomb me, baby. Why'd you only call me when you're high?
All right, Wayne. So what we got?
Yes.
We stopped into Mike's Dogs, had a couple of weenies, to get our weenie fix on.
Mike's Dogs on Russell Parkway in Warner Robins. 25 years of service. Is my first time eating there.
Yeah, I haven't been in there either, but I have a weenie fixation, as you know, so I had to go ahead and get my weenie fix on. A little coleslaw, some chili. That should.
The Carolina dog.
Yeah.
Coleslaw and chili.
Can't beat that. I mean, it's a little different from New Way in the fact that they don't have their red lunchroom hot dog that'll stain the bun. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little more, I guess, a little more wholesome.
Looks like lipstick when you open the lipstick, Just kind of comes out there.
It was a little pink, I have to admit.
I had the chili dog and a kraut dog. When you bite into their dogs, they pop. They got a good, the casein's got a good snap to it.
Yeah.
It's a good serviceable dog. Now, the restaurants, I don't know how they get by without serving dinner.
Yeah, no dinner, no beer. So
do they do breakfast or something there? Just a lunchtime place?
Honestly, I don't know, but a hot dog for breakfast wouldn't hurt my feelings.
All right, a place that isn't open for dinner, and we get there, and the waitress is like, "Oh yeah, I'm waiting to get out of here. I'm ready to go home. I've had a long day." So
yeah, hell with this place.
It's like it's 1:15. You're not.
She was thoroughly uninterested, but she did take. She didn't want me to get chili on my shirt, so she was nice enough to put her hand in my plate.
I would say her hands were about 6 inches from your lap.
That's where she wanted to be eventually.
folding wax paper.
She had a wiener fixation too. So yeah, got that going on. Made a stop, picked up some kratom, which we probably need to touch on later on. That's our PSA. That's our good
the smoke shop on Russell Parkway.
Yeah, it'd be our good deed for the day. Yeah, always check out Rocky's. They got good stuff there. So if you need pipes, paraphernalia, tobacco, lotto type stuff.
Yeah, you can play Keno at the smoke shop while you buy your kratom.
Hell yeah, Kevin. Kevin the goat. He's in there breathing fire, and hook you right on up.
I mean, do they want people in there playing Keno and taking up their space? I mean, it's kind of a odd place to sit there and play Keno.
Yeah, it's not really like a nice Keno parlor type setup. It's just sort of fluorescent lights and a folding table.
They can't be making much money off
They don't give a damn. You give them $1, man, you're good to go.
Well, yeah. I mean, from their point of view, how much money are they making off people playing Keno?
I don't know. There's plenty of lotto asshole tax floating around.
Yeah, I'm going to go hang out in someone's little store for 2 hours playing Keno all day and bothering them.
Well, if you smoke enough rock, you don't care.
Well, we got out of that store pretty quick and headed on up to the hottest new restaurant.
Yep, that's
in Warner Robins.
Yeah, down on 247, just below the base, next to the Museum of Aviation. Fresh taco shed action, and that place, I like it. I like it a lot. Made-to-order tacos. They've got some burrito action, some salads. Right now, just lunch, so they're only open until 3. But in this town, you can get away with that.
Another
apparently,
lunch-only restaurant.
That's it, lunch only. And there's quite the handful of those out there because I guess this town kind of shuts down after 5 o'clock. People all, they go to the house, watch Wheel of Fortune, and
I'm not going anywhere now.
Yeah, I'm home. Of course, the traffic in this town is so damn bad that it's almost like Manhattan mid-afternoon rush.
Huh.
Awful.
I guess.
So yeah, we got some tacos we're gonna grub on here. We got a demon and we got a Robbins, one of which is little pork and pineapple, the other of which is shredded beef action. We've got a bunch going on with these things, but they're all made to order as you sit.
There's a demon dog.
All right,
demon taco,
and it does look, it's wrapped up. It looks a lot like a dog. Yeah, presentation's good.
I guess we're supposed to share a napkin.
Okay, well, I get the good end.
I get first wipe.
You can have the used side.
But
I got some fresh mango salsa to go with it, and tell me what you think, man. I've been enjoying it. You haven't had it yet, so you're a virgin on this taco.
I'm going to take the mango salsa and put it on there. I'm looking at the cheese here.
Go with that. Little crumbled feta action.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, a little crumbled feta.
Red onions.
Yep.
By the way, their bathroom smelled like cilantro.
Oh, really?
Isn't that nice? I don't know what that was going on.
Glade makes that. You haven't had the cilantro scented poo-poo spray yet?
Well, we cut all our fixins in the bathroom. That's the only sink we have.
Well, that's okay because I just dumped this all over the control board anyway.
So this is called the Robbins. This is pork and pineapple. Usually, I won't do pineapple, but it just sounds so Hawaiian. This looks really good here.
It takes you right to Oahu.
It's got onions and there's the pineapple. Okay. Burrito sauce.
It is so damn good. Taco shed.
Yeah, the pineapple works. I like the pork. It's got some flavor.
Demon's a little hot. I might have to hit the Alka-Seltzer after I'm done. That's okay. Mango salsa is really good. Everything's made fresh. And you're watching everybody work right in front of you, so nothing underhanded. No seedy tricks in the kitchen. It's all right there.
Now, if you read Yelp about this place, people are either giving really good reviews or they're complaining about stuff. I mean, we went there after lunch. It wasn't very busy, but usually it's a line out the door.
Yeah, really busy. What's the major complaint, though?
Joe Lunchbox isn't happy with the price to portion ratio for the money. So this is what a $4 taco I'm eating here.
Yeah, but it's all fresh. So if he doesn't like it, I have an alternative for Joe Lunchbox. He can take his douchebagginess down the street to Taco Bell.
Yeah, I agree, Joe Lunchbox.
And get your quesarito lupa, Cheeto, whatever the hell that thing is, whatever the flavor of the week is, where they pretty much take everything and just rearrange it.
Now, at one point, they were so busy, they closed. They just gave up. The staff just surrendered. It was a good fight.
Really? They just gave up, huh?
They So we're closed. We can't handle any more customers.
Wow, when did this happen?
It was on one of the reviews on Yelp.
No doubt. Well, I can understand that, though. I mean, sometimes things get clogged up and you just can't do anything else about it. But I think there's something to be said for the place. It's a great concept. The building's nice, it's clean, and it's simple, stow and go. You can get in and get out of there. Everything's fresh, tasty. I can live with it.
I don't usually find good eats right by the Air Force Base. That's right past the museum, so...
Yeah.
Now, it used to be called the Shipwreck.
It was a Shipwreck years and years ago, and I believe it closed and then opened back up at some point and then closed again. That building's been sitting vacant for a long time, but now it's gotten its proper use. Right across the street from Anchor Glass, next to the museum, just stop in and see those guys and get yourself some taco on. It's a little different experience, but it's well worth it.
The sights and sounds and smells of Warner Robins is my history, but I'm back in town. Hope to have some new experiences and maybe find my lost youth and a chance of redemption.
Go dig up that dead hooker.
Join John and Chris for life-changing content on every edition of What I Learned on Gilchrist Drive.
All right, so if we got a fondue set, what would you want to do with it?
Hello?
Hello. Hi, this is Jeffrey, and I'm calling about the fondue set.
Yes.
Yes. What can you tell me about it?
Well, it has a crystal base. It has the lighter where it holds the fluid, the container that holds the fluid. It's a stainless steel fondue pot that you could use for absolutely anything. It doesn't have to be just for the fondue.
Okay, excellent.
It has a lid on it that has 6 notches for 6 spheres.
Okay, I need some, I'm interested in something to cook down my product and to be able to smoke out of. Will that work?
Smoke out of?
Yes,
what
ma'am.
What do you mean by that?
To smoke my product.
Are you talking about weed or?
This is 1975 calling. We want our fondue set back.
Well, certainly. I mean, do you?
How long have you had this thing?
I've had it for a while. I don't know exactly when I bought it, but I've got 5 containers of sterno lighter fluid that go with it.
Wow, so I could do a lot of burning in that.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
We're just going to have like a sterno fight over here.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw sterno at
fondue. It's actually called fondue.
Well, I'm certainly going to fondue out of it. I promise you that. But is there any residue in it?
No, it hasn't. I've only used it twice, and it's completely clean.
Okay. Typically, when I cook my product down, if there are outside contaminants, usually it turns out pretty bad.
Well, I don't know exactly what you want to cook in it, but
I can't tell you that because I think the GBI is listening to my calls.
Probably so.
Can we come by and test it out?
No, you really can't test it out here, but you can take it. You can buy it and take it home and test it out.
Okay, I understand.
I don't want to get caught either, so maybe you better just take that home and do it.
I have a fondue-related question.
Okay.
Now, I have this image that comes to my mind of like 1975 shag carpets, cheese fondue, and an ample supply of cocaine.
Yeah, they did used to do it then. They sure did.
I mean, did you have this in the 70s? Were you sitting around on a shag rug snorting coke and doing fondue?
I think I got it in the 80s.
Oh, they did a lot of that in the 80s, too.
Okay.
Sit around watching.
Yeah, it kind of came back there for a time.
Oh,
it comes and goes.
Yeah, thanks to Miami Vice.
Yeah, that's true.
Vice, yeah.
Did you have fondue parties with it?
No, actually, I said we've only used it twice. My son gave it to me for a present, and we used it a couple of times. But, you want more than 2 people. It's too much trouble for just 2 people, really.
I understand completely. Would your son be interested in some of our products?
We all get together and have a...
Yeah, you want to have a fondue party with us?
Sure, it'll be...
Well, it would be better if you just got it and you took it home and did your cooking.
I thoroughly understand. Like I say, I won't talk about the rest of that, and you don't have to know. And I've got to hang up now because I heard the click. I'm pretty sure they're listening.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Prank call.
All right, bye-bye.